Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for March 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Ascendant, and Cancer Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Cancer, now on to your March 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Cancer, is the Four of Rods. I'm going to warn you right now, your reading looks very up and down. Your cards look up and down. So Four of Rods is a card that symbolizes marriage. It could be about your marriage. It could be getting married, attending a wedding, throwing a wedding, attending some great celebration or party. It could also be success coming to you in springtime. I feel like there's going to be some things that are going to be revealed to you in March and April that are going to be very inspiring to ignite hopefulness for you for your future. Anything that you have felt in recent months or a year or the past year that you feel like you can't get a grip or a handle on, you're going to start to feel like you've got more control over what's going on, or you've got more of a handle on things than you did in the recent past. Some of you may be traveling at a distance to meet somebody. Could be a friend, could be a relative, could be someone you meet through a love connection. Like you could have met them on a trip, or they could have been introduced to you by a friend or a relative and they live at a distance. It could also be someone you met from work or a dating site and they don't live in your locale. So some of you may be traveling a distance to connect with somebody, and some of you this is a romantic connection, but not all of you. Yeah. Like things that were stumbling blocks for you or creating sadness or misery for you in the past, some of that stuff is starting to get cleared away now. Your pathway's getting more clear, less blocks, less disturbances, less acrimony. Some of you are going to be sorting out complications that you've had with a family member. Maybe you were recently at odds with them, disagreeing, having arguments or fights, not being on the same page. Some of you are going to be patching things up or clearing the way in that relationship, like improving relations. And for many of you, it really does feel like family, but it even could be a friend or that you're very close to that feels like family. If you had uncertainty about what direction you wanted to head in, I feel that you're going to get more solid and concrete and know which direction you want to go in, and are going to start making steps and moves to do that. So if there was a new career you wanted to pursue, you're going to start taking classes or courses or training to do that. If there was a new home or city, town, state, country, province that you wanted to move to, you're going to go check it out, investigate it, and then start making the plans to move. It's very odd. I don't really go by card meanings that much. I tell you what they mean. Generally speaking, upright position, just so you know. But I always tell you what my guides say. So you may go, that doesn't sound like Four of Rods, but this is the messages that they're giving me for you from that card. So I feel like you're going to be getting clear on the direction and the path you want to go. Blockages and stumbling blocks that were in the way are going to start moving out of the way, and you're going to start taking measured steps towards your goals, whether it's towards moving, getting a new career, taking any classes that you need to do, and things of that nature. Now, because this card can mean springtime, it could actually it can be success in springtime or things related to spring. So March is the beginning of spring, and it could start happening in March or April, the things I'm talking about. Now, here's where you have a drop down in your cards. You have Five of Pentacles. So remember, I said this reading is up and down. So this one is could mean financial bankruptcy, could be also feeling emotionally bankrupt, financially bankrupt. It could be you need to focus and pay attention to your finances, possibly. It can mean depression. It could be you're feeling depressed, or you and your partner are both feeling depressed. So it could be both of you in that situation. I do feel that you have concerns about your money, or you're dealing with concerns over your money in March. Some of you may have thought that you had more money in your account or available to you to like play around with, to buy things you need or want, and you may be finding out either something's come up, expenses or bills or taxes or things that you're like kind of thrown like, wow, I thought I had more money than this. Maybe some stocks took a dive for you, or some property values have decreased, possibly, or something in an account you thought you hadn't looked at for a while. You thought you had more money than what you did. But it's like that kind of energy. Like you're definitely having some kind of worry, concerns, and focus about money. You may be getting advice and talking to somebody about this money. Now, it could be like legal advice if you're getting a divorce, or you're settling an estate, or you're dividing property among people. It could be things like that. You could be talking to accountants and bookkeepers. It could be that kind of conversations. It could be if you're having financial bankruptcy issues or debt problems, you might be talking to people that are in charge of or sponsor debt relief programs. Some of you are going to be upset because somebody has taken some money, and that may be why you're surprised. Now, not all of you are in that situation, because some of you are single and you don't have somebody that has access to your accounts. But you may find that a spouse or a significant other or a family member that had access to your bank account, or monies that are connected to an estate or something, you may find that you thought there was more money in there. Now money is going missing. That is likely. Some of you could have money stashed in your home and you had it in a secret hidden spot in case of emergencies, and you go there to find the money is missing. So I do feel like some of you are going to be worried about your finances, paying attention to your finances. Some of you have missing money. Some of you are going to be talking to professionals about your money and trying to get some things sorted out. The next card you have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is, this is a card of meditation, a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. It can also mean prayer. Some of you do need to heal. I feel some of you may not be feeling well in March. You could be recovering from a surgery. You could be having like just some kind of, you caught some kind of bug or flu, or, bronchitis or some kind of illness could be plaguing you, and you could not be feeling well in March. You may be really focused on restoring your health and feeling like, I have to restore my health. And so you might be looking into natural supplements, vitamins, remedies, tinctures, homeopathic remedies, other things that you can do to help boost your immune system, strengthen your, and strengthen your physical body and your vitality. Some of you are doing prayer and you're asking the universe and God to get you out of a situation that's like disruptive or disturbing to you, and you don't want to deal with it anymore. Now, some of you, this could be your health that's upsetting you, and you're asking for this to be gone from your life and to be over with. Some of you, it could be a relationship that's been plaguing you or upsetting you. Maybe you're going through divorce, or you're dealing with exes that are stirring up the pot and stirring up trouble for you. It feels to me like some of you are saying, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I need your help, and saying prayer because you're upset by someone. It feels more like a person upsetting you. Some of you it is going to be your health, but some of you, and you want to recover and feel well, but some of you it's upsetment over something that someone is doing, your interactions and dealing with someone that's causing you upset. You're going to feel like you have to stay on your guard. And some of you are going to feel in March like you're either just not trusting people at large in the world or specific people. But I get like not trusting either a group of people, people out in the world, or someone specific to you. Some of you are going to really have to hold your tongue in some regards in March and maybe even going into April, where you have things on your mind and things you want to say that may be like so much on the tip of your tongue that you want to say it, get it over with, blurt it out or say it. But I feel that you're going to decide that keeping some things to yourself and being more reserved is going to be the best route. You may feel like I have to make my life more simple. I have to extricate myself from people that are dramatic or causing me hurt, pains, and wounds. So I feel like you're going to be looking at how can I get my life more drama-free and more simplified for some of you. So the next card I have here for you in the reading, this is where your reading goes like down again. Then it goes up again. After that, you have Three of Swords. Three of Swords, and keep in mind, I don't let the cards turn upside down because my guides are going to tell me whether this is positive or negative for you. But Three of Swords is generally never a good card. This is, unless something's turned around drastically. To me, this is the divorce card, or it's someone cheating. Infidelity can mean divorce. It could be some kind of heartbreak or sadness over something else. Some of you may feel like you've tried really hard to get along with either some coworkers or somebody in your family life or a spouse or somebody, and you just feel like no matter how nice I try to be or what I try to do, I feel like I'm beating my head against the wall and it's not working. You may be really frustrated and feel like, I don't get it, universe. I'm doing all the right things. I'm trying to go forward in my life. I've tried to, change my life, make my life better. Why do I feel like I'm in this like rough karmic cycle? Why are things, disruptive or painful for me? I've been a good person. I've been a loving person, a caring person, a generous person. I've done this, I've done that. Why am I struggling? I'm going to tell you what, some of your struggles are actually coming from the eclipse cycles that we've had, because your sign is one of the signs that's greatly affected. And we had one in your sign on January 10th, 2020, full moon lunar eclipse. So some of these things that are coming up over the course of the next 6 months, because eclipses affect us for about 6 months, these are why some of these things are coming up. That's why I believe you have some of this up and down in your reading. You may have somebody that you have to let go of and you're releasing them to the wind. And so some of you, I don't like to predict death, and I know people have gotten mad in times in the past when I predict it, but keep in mind these predictions are general. You would really need to have a private reading, but I am going to bring it up if it comes up. Some of you may have a family member that was sick, not well for a really long time, and they may be passing away. Some of you may have a pet that was not well, or, for whatever reason, maybe they got some kind of sickness or something, I don't know, but some of you may be saying goodbye to a pet. But that is a possibility here for some of you Cancers. I do feel that for some of you, you've witnessed something, the demise of something, that you wanted to verbally put your 2 cents in or try to correct it or stop it, but you've been unable to do so. Either you've purposely held your tongue and not said anything, or regardless of what you've done or said, it's something that you weren't able to stop. So if you were in a relationship that you were hoping was going to get repaired or healed, or it could be a job situation and maybe you feel like you've got falsely accused for something or you've been getting unfair treatment. It really feels to me like whatever this is that's dramatic and upsetting, you, even with your best efforts of whatever, hard work or doing the right thing or going the extra mile for people, whatever it is, I don't feel like you had the power to stop it. This feels like it was a karmic train rolling down the track and there was nothing that you were going to be able to do to stop it. So the next card you have now, here we go up again. You've got this up, down, up, down, up. So here you have 10 of Cups. This is happily ever after. Now, keep in mind, it could be reversed. I don't know. I have to hear why it's here. But this is generally like happy love, happy emotions, all good things happening to you in an emotional sense. Sometimes it's indicating a happy marriage and happy children with good health and prosperity. Some of you are going to receive good news. It could be from a family member. Some of you are going to be inheriting some money. And I do feel you have some kind of some element of anxiety relieved. So it's going to free you up where you feel like you've crossed through. It's like, the phoenix, right? They say the phoenix burns to the ground, burns to ashes, and then rises up again from those ashes to be born anew. It's like, I feel like you're in your phoenix moment. I feel like you've gone through fire, or maybe you feel like you're going through it now, but I feel like many of you have already gone through this fire and you're coming out on the other side, like renewed, reborn, renewed. I feel there's a new relationship coming in the picture for some of you Cancers. And for some of you, the starting point of this, I feel, is in the month of April. It could happen anytime this year of 2020. I'm not, you don't all have the same birth chart. You're not all born on the same month, day, year. You're not born in the same city, town, province, state. You're not born in the same country. So your timing is going to be completely different. And if these messages do not make sense to you, you really need to watch your rising sign, because your rising sign is dealing more with like day-to-day fact, fate, destiny, meant to be. Less play in free will in your rising sign predictions, astrologically and psychically, because my guides are tuned into astrology. I know some astrology, but I'm no expert in astrology. But my guides work from the knowledge of astrology, obviously. Many times I can tell they're doing that. So I feel like if you've had a rocky love life, I feel like your love life is going to take this turn for the better. Some of you that are not single now may be single soon, and then somebody's coming in for you. I don't feel like it's a long wait. For those of you that are single now, I feel like April through the end of June has high probability for you to meet somebody new. Some of you may even be in a relationship where you're going to get some kind of revelation this month of how to heal the relationship you're in, especially if you're separated or on the road to divorce, or if you're just having rocky times. But that's not going to apply to all of you. But for some of you, you could resurrect and repair a love relationship that's gone wrong or is headed for trouble or has been having trouble. So for some of you, this is new love coming in. For some of you, this is a resurrection of a love that's been difficult and problematic. Some of you, this is news that you're going to receive an inheritance. And some of you may even get something going in your life that's going to improve family conditions. Like you may make a plan to buy a timeshare. You may buy a vacation home. You may be planning a trip. Or doing something else, building an addition, moving your family, loved ones into your home so you can look after them and take care of them. But some of you will be part of something that would be improving family conditions. And it could be March is the, starting point. So to save time, because these videos get long, I already pulled the gemstone crystal for you from the bag. and I got lapis for Cancer. So lapis is the stone, the gemstone to help you in the month of March. So we'll have to see how lapis will be helpful for you in the month of March. Now you can sleep with this stone under your pillow, keep it in your pocket, put it in your bra, get one of the beaded bracelets, wear it around. Having it close to your skin often helps the most. Use it in meditation. It's coming up for you this month. This would be a peaceful, calming stone and help settle any shattered nerves that you might have, rattled nerves. It's going to help you with quick thinking. Because I feel in some regard, although it didn't really sound like that in the reading, I feel like you're going to come to the point where quick thinking is going to be necessary for you this month, like being fast on your feet with the thoughts, the ideas, or the, a Mercury is retrograde. So that could have something to do with it too until the 9th of March, but then we have the post-shadow period for 2 weeks. It's also a stone, my guide said, that help you with the reinvention of your life. So that did come up in the reading. I do believe you are having some kind of reinvention period. You've been through a lot. These eclipses have been quite difficult for Cancers, and especially this last one in January 10th of 2020. So you're going to be exiting and closing a lot of things out. It was a full moon lunar eclipse. That's going to bring a lot of endings. But eclipses can also bring beginnings as well. It's also going to increase your tolerance for people's nonsense, which is good because I do feel like you are going to be dealing with some, with the Five of Pentacles cards, some of the things that came up with the Three of Swords. So this is going to be, seems like this will be a really helpful stone for you in the month of March 2020. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Thank you so much for watching my videos, Cancer. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe if you would like to receive notification when I upload my videos to YouTube. As always, I record many videos for my Vimeo on-demand channel. And if you're interested in getting any of the recent video series I've recorded, I usually post those links below the videos in the description box in the Show More section. Or you can always go to my website. They're available there. Those links are available there as well at www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the video series listed. You click on the video series you want, the sign you want, and it'll take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the video series I have posted below. Every month I do a psychic crystal reading for each sign of the zodiac. To continue on, it's like I stopped this recording and now I'm going to look in the crystal for you, Cancer, and read on and give you more predictions and messages from my spirit guides. Those videos are available by clicking on the link below this video, and it'll take you to the psychic crystal readings for March 2020. The other video series I have listed below is Jupiter in Capricorn. Yes, we moved from Jupiter being in Sagittarius. In December of 2019, it moved into Capricorn. I did psychic readings for that, quite detailed for that, and it's going to be in Capricorn until sometime in December of 2020. So it will be affecting you and your rising sign as well. So you might want to check those out. And it's that time of year again, every February. I know we're in March now, but I just recently recorded the Big Love readings for the year of 2020. In those readings, I pulled 3 cards, 3 tarot cards, plus a oracle card, plus looked into the crystal for the single people of your sign. And then I pulled 3 tarot cards using a different tarot deck, plus 1 oracle card, plus looked into the crystal for the coupled people of your sign. And then I concluded the reading by pulling a gemstone crystal for you from the Velvet Bag of Gems, to what would be the best gemstone crystal for you to wear, work with, or use for your sign for the year involving love and romance. So Lots of divination tools there, lots of predictions and messages. If you haven't gotten that yet, you might really want to check them out. I thought they were quite interesting. If you would like to donate to this channel and help support this channel, there's a link below all those video series links I just mentioned, and that link is connected to PayPal. I want to thank you so much to all of the kind people that have donated to my channel. It definitely helps, and I appreciate it greatly. I don't take it lightly, so thank you so much for your donations. If you would like to get additional psychic predictions and messages channeled through me, from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, sacred geometry cards, animal totem cards, angels, different angel cards, many different types of cards, and I also look into my crystal there as well. And these predictions are not just for the day I post that prediction. Sometimes they're for a couple of weeks, a couple of months. The one I did the other day, I got Ace of Cups. That one went for 6 months out. Could last for that prediction and messages could last for 6 months. So hopefully you'll check them out and see if those resonate with you. I'd like to see you over there. I always try to chat and connect with the people that follow me on those social media pages. So I hope you have an absolutely phenomenal month of March, Cancer. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.